What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review. Finally, a new season of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Girl, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I'm off a little high right quick because y'all know I review P Valley. I just found out that the creator of P Valley watches my reviews. Girl, I'm one step closer to getting on that set, girl. Oh, that's my show too. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the stuff. Anyway, let me stop. Okay. Back to Real Housewives of Potomac. Girl, it's been like 15 years since we seen Real Housewives of Potomac. I didn't almost forget all the character names on here. I'm sitting here like, what is Karen's husband name? Is it Bob? Is it no, somebody say the name. Oh, it's Ray. I'm sitting here trying to think of what Robyn's husband or baby daddy or about to be new husband again. Juan. I said, okay, that's cool. But anyway, let's just get into the episode. So this is the Real Housewives of Potomac season 5, episode 1, Old Testaments and New Revelations. So we started off with they showing us what happened 7 weeks in the present, or I should say in the future, okay? 7 weeks at this particular time, we seeing a whole bunch of glass on the floor. We see food on the floor. We see a first aid kit. Then we see, and hear Gizelle and Karen and them talking about how, we had as women, especially black women, come so far that we can avoid certain type of stereotypes on this, I believe, on this particular platform, and you just took it away in that one instant of what you did, talking about Monique. Now, if you have been living under a rock, what they're talking about and what they're alluding to, what this is all about, is the fact that Monique and Candiace got into a fight or whatever. Listen, I'm gonna put it out here, right now. It ain't no bias, but I'm gonna call Monique out. I'm gonna call her out, but I'm still gonna be on her side. If it finds out, truth be told, she got a little something to do with this whole fight between Candiace, I'm definitely call her out. No truth, no facts about it. Okay, no lies or whatever. But I'm still on her side. Period. Okay, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because Candiace rubbed me so raw last season. I just didn't like the way that she carried herself, and I actually used to really like Candiace, but girl, that's another day. Don't tell somebody to. We ain't even finna get up in there. If you don't tell nobody to drag you and not expect nothing to happen, girl, especially a bitch from where her parks. Anyway, stop it. Okay, y'all forget Monique, a little hood rat. Maybe that's why I relate. She a hood rat that came up. Okay, that's what it is. She got her little bird and everything, her little support bird. She had her baby Chase, little cutie. Him and his little cheeks and everything. I just want to go like that. But at the end of the day, she got this bird, T'Challa. And I was like, girl, you got 3 kids and a bird. You talking about the bird don't take a poop when he needs to take a poop. And, he just pooping all over the place. He only act right with you. And then the bird be competing with the baby be competing with the bird. I said, girl, who got the time for all of this? And then you got 3 young kids, not grown kids or middle, toddler size or middle school age. No, you got little babies, okay? And you got animals all over the place. Girl, you finna go over there to Karen's house. Karen got a new place. Okay, she done moved from Great Falls back to Potomac. You know what I'm saying? She like walking distance away from what's her name? Monique. And Monique said, I ain't walking up in this 90-degree heat. Okay, we gonna take the car and I'm gonna take the child with me. I said, girl, if I was Karen, I would have told you to turn right back around, take that bird right back to the house, or put it up in the car. That's what we gonna do, because we not gonna bring none of that up in here. But the bird looks so well behaved, so I'm gonna let it go. So, she gets over there to the house and she's looking at the house. And when Karen, sure enough, opens up the door, she like, ooh, go in the car, get the little, because she got it on her shoulder. She said, go get the cage and put it in the cage. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Before you bring it up in this house, put it in the cage, okay? And so they going around doing a little tour of the house or whatever. Miss Loretta, I'm ready for the tour. Anyway, Karen, did y'all see Karen confessional and her bangs? Her bangs. I said, all right, Karen, Miss Mushroom Top. That's what you was giving me. But anyway, she doing all of that. They go look around the house. It's cute or whatever. Monique, the producers asked her, so how do you feel about Karen's house? Oh, it's really nice. For Karen, and Ray. Now, Monique, the way you spaced that stuff out, it did sound a little shade was trying to get through. You said it wasn't, but I'm going to let it go. Okay, but it sounded like it. But, we just started, okay? You start laughing at the end, when somebody about to be shady or whatever, they start laughing at the end of it, but whatever, So moving on. Karen and Monique, they get to talking about, how it is that Karen is out here back in Potomac. How does the house feel? She was like, everything is going good, but her and Ray does not spend that much time together because she's always traveling. He doesn't want to travel with her like that. And it's like things have kind of slowed down, especially with Ray. And at this point, she like, I'm not trying to lose my man. Okay, that's not what's gonna happen. And I said, Karen, you even said yourself, it was cool or whatever to marry a man when he was in his 50s and then I was in my 30s or whatever. Now you in your 50s or whatever. He in his 70s, baby. He wants to be tired. Ray is just tired, okay? He want to lay back and put his feet up, okay? Drink his little brandy, his cognac, okay? Do say on the rocks. He look like he a little scotch type of dude, a little whiskey, and just chill. That's what it is, okay? The age difference is probably playing a part in it, and you probably just gonna have to get in where you fit in because he done lived his life and you just starting up your businesses and stuff like that. And so it's understandable, but I feel like they're gonna work things out. She gotta work on that communication and everything to stop the disconnect that's happening between them. Moving on from that, we get to see Gizelle in her new place that, we left off last season. She bought this new house that was being renovated. And let me just say this. Congratulations on her getting the house together. I aspire to do something like that, to actually buy a house and be able to, renovate it and do all these amenities that I want to my comfortability and stuff like that in my taste. But her taste, baby, she did that shit herself. Gizelle is tacky as hell, okay? And her whole house looks tacky as hell, okay? I said, you know what? Go ahead and do you. I ain't finna judge. But, this was interesting a little bit because, her daughters, the twins and Grace, they came over there. They was looking at the, the furniture, and then her baby daddy slash new boyfriend slash ex-husband is on the phone FaceTiming, and she's showing, hey, how you doing? He got the kids, whatever. Look at the bar stools. They came in. You like that? Yeah, they cool or whatever. Now, if you did know, Gizelle was married to Jamal Bryant. He is the father of her kids. And he cheated on her multiple times, okay? And probably had outside babies on her as well, So, she was saying how a girlfriend of hers, one of her best friends' husband is Kevin Lyles, okay? And he was telling her about, she should go ahead and get back to with him because you don't see yourself with nobody else. You don't see yourself around your kids with nobody else. You don't see yourself traveling with nobody else. So you might as well just go ahead and get back with him. I ain't like that advice or whatever unless you truly love this man and you wanted to go through that suffering again and you trust him enough to, do right this time around. Okay, then that. But not because somebody told you to or whatever. And so the kids tried to talk to the kids and, he was like, tell me how your day been or whatever. They was like, I mean, it's cool or whatever. Boring. And that was it. I said, oh, the kids just really not feeling daddy at this point. Girl, when they got off the phone, the kids basically said, it just a little weird. It feel like we third wheeling and fifth wheeling up in this piece. You know, because at one point it was either me and daddy, us and daddy, or you and daddy. Now it's y'all trying to be together, whatever. It's a little awkward. We want to talk to him, but it feel like, when he calls to just say that he called or whatever. And then he'll go and tell you right after he get off the call that he called. You know what I'm saying? And so, they're not really here, especially the older daughter. They're not really here for a lot of the things that's going on with the dad because they know most of the stuff that happened. They know that the dad treated the mom wrong. And so, of course, their defense is up a little bit. They're getting older. You know what I'm saying? They probably in that puberty age or whatever, especially the older daughter. And, they come into their senses about stuff. And so it's understandable that they may feel a little awkward when they're used to it being one way and now they have to, switch over to them trying to be a family unit all together. So it's going to take some time. And Gizelle was like, well, we the adults. And I said, yeah, you the adults, but you got to worry about the kids too. You know what I'm saying? Worry about their feelings as well, because it's going to be a little awkward for a time. And y'all got to fix that whole thing before this can fully, truly work. So then we get introduced again to Candiace. Okay, Candiace and Michael. Is his name Michael or Chris? Chris. Chris. Girl, wrong person. See, it's been so long. Okay, Candiace and Chris. Is it Chris? Girl, her husband, the white boy. Okay, the white boy with the brown penis. Okay, that's what I do remember. But anyway, his name Chris, I believe. So they're looking at spaces for their 1 year anniversary. The theme of it is gonna be diamonds and denims, okay. And they was at this rooftop bar type of thing, penthouse looking thing, bar situation. And, at this point, Candiace went over there and told the lady, so basically our budget, we're looking for something between five, you know what I'm saying? Because she said, they're doing all great or whatever, still being married, loving on each other. They're not taking any money from her mother, so that's a good look. At least she grew out of that. And I'm so proud of her for that part, because at one point it came up, the lady said, what's your budget? She said, we're trying to keep it around five. I said, $5,000. Is that what you're trying to say? Miss Lady kind of looked at her like, girl, no, girl. Well, if you want this space on a Friday night with an open bar or a cash bar or whatever, that's $22,000. I said, ooh. Maybe you need to call Dorothy or whatever if you really want this space, And Chris was like, so what? This is the first time we doing something without your mom. She said, listen, I am not going over there to talk to my mom about no money. I am from underneath her thumb right about now, and this is not going to happen, okay? But I'm going to be cool about the budget. That's what we're going to do. I'm not going to try to do anything extra. I'm going to be cool about the budget. I said, okay, look at Candiace trying to grow up a little bit. Cool. Meanwhile, we get Ashley and Michael. That's Michael, okay? And baby Dean. She done had that man's baby throughout all the mess that he done put her through. Publicly humiliated the hell out of her too. Girl, I just can't be with somebody that publicly humiliates me all the time. Okay, so to each his own, but it just wouldn't be me. But anyway, she doing what she doing, and she's very much a new mother, trying out new stuff to take care of her baby. She's talking about the wipes that she used that's 99% water, and he's never had a diaper rash. And, she feels some type of way about people coming up to her saying that the baby looks just like him. I mean, the baby does look like a miniature Michael. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. That's what you got. His genes are very strong. Maybe he'll start looking like you later on in life, because sometimes that does happen. Different angles, they're going out walking the baby, and, they're just talking and having a good time, and she's hears some noise. She thinking that it could be a rabbit, squirrel, and this is this. She's a little paranoid. Now see, Ashley is very much me, okay, in this particular situation, because I already know that I am not ready for a child, for the simple fact that I will be doing the same thing that she's doing, okay? When she was talking about what if a spider crawl up in his ear, baby, let me tell you something. What happened to me a couple of days ago? It was a spider on my bed. I said, hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up, okay? Listen, it scared the life out of me, because I was like thinking, what if this little spider was up in my ear? Okay, what if it crawled up in my nose or whatever? I be thinking stuff like that, and sometimes I sleep with my mouth open. My mouth just pops up like that at night, okay? What if it went in my mouth and came back out or whatever? You just don't know these things, okay? And 9 out of 10, it happened to you and you don't even know, okay? Imagine it happening to your baby, and the baby can't really communicate. You know what I'm saying? She talking about all these little paranoia things that she have. What if this happened? What if that happened? Girl, that is me, okay? I will be watching, girl. Ashley, did you get some sleep? No, I didn't, because I was watching my baby sleep all night. I just had to make sure he was comfortable, and I just had to make sure he was protected. That would be me. I wouldn't even stare at the goddamn monitor in my room. I will be in his room, okay? Just looking. Girl, probably by the second or third child, I'll be up in the room, knocked the fuck out. Like, you can fend for yourself. Y'all see that commercial that they be doing that? First child, you do all of this stuff. By the second child, you're on your own. And then, she was talking about the air being on the baby. Sometimes it blows too hard and you can't breathe. And Michael like, well, you need air to breathe. And I was like, Michael, now if that air too much in your face going directly and you trying to breathe in and it's going another direction, girl, you can suffocate. I've had that happen, okay? On a windy day out here in Chicago, yes, But it was cute to see them together despite the bull that they've been through or whatever. And they made it through that particular storm, but we know it's going to be some more stuff that's going to be brewing. Meanwhile, we get to Juan and Robyn. Juan and Robyn have had the same storyline. The same storyline since Real Housewives of Potomac season 1, episode 1. Okay? They asking them when y'all gonna get married. The kids are kind of frustrated in the house that they in because it's too small. They want to go back to the other house because it was bigger. And Robyn asking Juan, so what you think about us getting a new house? And basically Juan, she wanted a forever home where they can grow old and everything. And it was like, we gotta grow together and all this stuff. But Robyn don't want that, okay? If she wants them to get a new house, she wants them to get a new house when they are together as a married couple. That's what she's leaning towards. And I understand that because at this point in time, y'all just shacking up. I mean, if it works, don't break it, but come on. We got to break the cycle sometime. Like, why are you going to marry the girl now? We already know. They put it out there in the blogs that they are going to get married, but they haven't gotten married yet. So, well, we'll see. So then, oh, excuse me. Candiace, okay. Candiace, she's at this bakery shop trying to get some things together, do a little tasting sampling of some bakeries or whatever so that, they can have some things for their anniversary party. And so she's meeting Gizelle there too. Gizelle pulls up in this little Mini Cooper. And to be quite honest, I don't know if Candiace was trying to be shady or whatever about it, but the Cooper was cute. It was cute with the little Gucci strip on there. Gizelle said her car broke down and that morning, and Jamal, he left his car on her property. He's out there in Atlanta, so therefore she took the car. It's her car now. I said I totally agree. At this point, you snooze, you lose, boo. That's what it is. It's on my property, so I'm going to use it. Okay, vroom vroom. Anyway. So they're going over stuff and asking about, they're getting ready to do the tastings of the cake and the pastries and stuff like that. Gizelle talked about she don't like carrot cake. Baby, I never thought it'd be a day. I agree with Gizelle. I don't like it either. Okay, so cool. And I'm not really a cake type of girl anyway, so there's that. I know, it's hard to believe. I don't really like sweets like that, okay? It's hard to believe. I do like some, but it's hard to believe. I know. Anyway, so moving on from that, they get to talking about the party and how it's going to happen. And, she's trying to keep it on low budget. And, they're doing it solo dolo without their mother's help. That's cute, okay? I already said that that's a good look. That's a step forward to Candiace trying to grow up as a person, become a real adult, trying to do things for herself, get from under her mother's thumb. And so at this point, Gizelle was asking who all coming to the the party. So of course she said Karen, she said Robyn, she said Gizelle and Jamal can come. Gizelle was like, thank you for the invitation, but Jamal, he's out there in Atlanta, so that 9 and 10 is probably not gonna happen. But I'm pretty sure Gizelle will be there. And she said Monique, surprisingly. I can't remember, did they make up at the reunion at this time? I know shit gonna go haywire later on in the season. We already know that, but I guess at this time everything was cool, but she still has an issue with Ashley, and Ashley's not invited. And her whole thing is, she don't want people around her in her space and energy that's giving off negative energy and just don't make her feel good, and Ashley's one of those people. And they got into a big tiff at the reunion, and so therefore that's over, that's done with. She was like, girl, she got a baby at home, don't she got to breastfeed? I said, technically Monique got a baby at home, I'm pretty sure. Y'all, how long y'all breastfed? My women who had babies, how long y'all breastfed? Because that shit probably go on for a while, you know what I'm saying, depending on how much you lactate and whatever. But yeah, just throwing little shots here and there. Then they start talking about, how is it coming along with your home search? How is it coming along with your renovation of your home? And then going into the fact that they both was throwing shots at each other about the renovations and the home search or whatever, because on this little after show, Gizelle was laughing at the fact that, Candiace was trying to look for this $2.5 million home, and that supposedly Dorothy was saying that, they was trying to ask her to still pay on it or whatever. And you know that she was laughing at it, and Candiace didn't like it. So Candiace started calling her house, to put out a tweet or whatever, calling her house a little cabin, a $900,000 cabin and shit like that. And so, you know, they basically said, we're going to leave mama out of this, okay? We're going to draw a line in the sand, and we're going to end that right then and there, okay? We're going to go ahead and do this cake tasting, and everything is going to be cool. I said, all right, end that discussion. So Monique goes over to visit Ashley. They become cool, real cool, especially now that both of them have newborn babies. We found out that Monique, potty trained her baby. You know, now he 9 months old. When did y'all start potty training y'all kids? Okay, she said she started when he was 4 months, and he was peeing on that toilet too. I said, oh, okay, you know. And so they get into talking about, you know, how it is for Ashley as a mother. And Ashley was saying, you know, at this point, her and Monique are closer than they ever been. You know, they're on this mommy wave, and, you know, both of them do like the organic stuff. So they're connecting on that. It's good to have somebody to relate to. You know, Monique called her out about, you know, you haven't really been out the house much or whatever, you know, probably because you're in this protective mode because of the things that happened last year, and you're still trying to shield him as well from all of this stuff. And so that was that. You know, they get into the whole issue between Ashley and Candiace, and how, you know, they got into it, you know, after Candiace was coming for her last year about whether or not she was really trying to have a baby because of the way that she was drinking. And then, you know, she said right when she was trying to give birth on the table as she being split open, Candiace put out this disgusting tweet. And it really was. Okay, now we can call Monique a hood rat. We can call her all type of that. You know what I'm saying? But Candiace got a mouth on her that sounded like she was from the hood too. Okay, like she get down in the gutter as well. And I read that tweet and I was like, ooh, and she called the girl a roach. Okay, I was like, who laid on her back for the $2 that she got or whatever, so that she can give the money to pay her mama's rent. I said, oh, okay. I mean, you was taking money from your mama as well too, Candiace. But you know, we're gonna back off from that. But at this point, you know, Ashley just don't see it for Candiace. Candiace don't see it for Ashley at this point. And it's understandable. Girl, when Ashley said, I don't need no hamster face hoes up in my place no more, I said, you know what? That made me chuck. And they put the they put the hamster up there. I said, oh, I never would have thought. All right. That was funny. That was funny. Okay, I give you that, Ashley. But you know, she was talking about going to the doctor and checking off whether or not she has postpartum, you know, depression, and you know, she checked a few boxes, but she was given clearance, you know, to go ahead and start being a little bit more active again. And you know, they said about this anniversary party that was going on, that, you know, Monique would have thought that Ashley would have been invited, but obviously she's not. And Monique and her actually had a conversation, a sit down 2 months ago, because I forgot at the reunion they did kind of make up. They showed that, and they sat down for a couple of days before, and they was talking about their issues and apologizing. And Monique was just saying, if we can mend our fences between each other, you know, because we had a fast friendship, if we can mend our issues, maybe they can sit down and they can mend their issues and become friends again. I said, Monique, no. Monique, no. Okay, and when Ashley said, you know, at this point, I wouldn't even would have went anyway, even if she would have invited me. I'm the same way. Like, if I don't fuck with you and you don't mess with me, don't invite me nowhere, and I won't expect an invitation either. And you around me, people around me, don't expect them to give me an invitation if we are not on the good foot. I don't understand that. That's the one thing about reality TV that I don't understand with the girls, okay? They get in their feelings after you get into it with somebody on the show and they throw an event and you trying to figure out why they didn't invite me or whatever. Why would they invite you when y'all not on the same page right now? Like, I don't get that. But at least Ashley understood that, you know, talking about the rift between Michael and Chris or whatever and all of that stuff, and the baby shitting all over this place. I mean, the stuff was coming right out the diaper. I said, oh, Ashley, go take care of that shit. So it's time for Candiace and Chris's event. You know, she got this dress on with a whole bunch of diamonds. Might be rhinestone or zirconia, but you know, whatever. And Chris looked nice in his 1990s, 2000 denim suit. You know what I'm saying? Probably a little expensive for my taste, but you know, he was nice, all white and everything. Chris do look like he used to be an old member back in the 90s, early 2000s of a boy band. Okay, like he could have been in Backstreet Boys, not in sync, but Backstreet Boys. Okay, catch that. But anyway, Old Town. No, he not Old Town. 98 degrees. No, not 98 degrees. Backstreet Boys. I'm gonna give him Backstreet Boys, okay? But anyway, you know, we see that Candiace's mama come, Dorothy and all that. She has this other lady. Girl, that lady that she was with, when they was giving them pictures, and the camera was so shady because the camera went down to that lady's feet and she had some open toe sandals on, heels or whatever, and the toes was clearly over the shoe. Okay, I said, oh no, why they do that? Why they was up in the photo booth knowing a person like me was gonna catch them teas or whatever? No, don't do that. But you know, the mama was like, so this is cute or whatever. You know, the bar is a cash bar. She was like, yes, it's a cash bar. I said, a cash bar. Don't bring me to no cash bar. Listen, you better pay for the drink for me. Okay, them watered down ass drinks. I bring my own freaking bottle and fuck it up in the car before I get up in there. And that's what I do at every event I come to. Okay, because 9 out of 10, that alcohol is going to be watered down. Okay, or it's ain't going to be enough. Anyway, and I'm not going to pay $20 for a cup. Girl, please. Anyway. Moving on from there, everybody starts showing up. Okay, Karen shows up. We got Monique showing up. Everybody was cute. You know, Gizelle show up. And we have what's her name? Wendy, who is also Candiace's friend, and her husband shows up. She's also the new cast member that's going to be on here as well. And so Monique and Wendy kind of connect because they got two older kids as the same age, 4 and 6, 6 and 4, and then they both just had a baby. Wendy just had a baby that's 7 weeks old, and you know, Monique is 9 months, okay? So they connecting or whatever, vibing. And then she was like, girl, where you from? And Wendy was like, I'm Nigerian. Here go Monique. I'm 35% Nigerian. Well, Monique, I got you one better. I'm 45% Nigerian. And what, bitch? Ancestry.com, okay? But anyway, you know, girl and content. So they do all that. And then Candiace want to take you know, Karen and Gizelle outside, and she's talking to her about what happened at the little cupcake place, you know, how it blew up, whatever. And I said, I thought they did the issue. She was like, you seem a little perturbed. And, you know, Gizelle was like, if you feel like I have an issue, let me explain what it is, you know, and that means that you have to listen, okay? You don't take accountability for the things that you do, and you need to apologize, okay? That's what you need to do. You also need to apologize to Ashley, because it's like once you get them Twitter fingers going, it's like you're the Tasmanian devil. A whole bunch of stuff just comes out. And to this day, Candiace don't feel like she needs to apologize to that girl for anything, which you'd really do, okay? And so at this point, Monique and Wendy come outside trying to see what's going on. They get into talking about the Jamal Bryant, you know, situation, because at the same time, you know, Wendy, she knows Jamal. She's done some things with him, you know, and I think Monique or one of them said that he spoke at her church, and Monique was trying to figure out how did that come about, you know, because you were growing and being this businesswoman. And they basically was like, if it works, it works. You know what I'm saying? You know, he did some mess, and, you know, they want to try again. And if it works, it's going to work. And like Karen said, if it's not going to work, hurry up and get rid of him so we won't get you soon. Okay? Did you catch when Karen got introduced to Wendy, and she was like, oh my God, we met at on the red carpet of so-and-so, you know, and she was like, yes, okay, cool. You know, they shaking hands and everything was all good. Next thing you know, up in the confessionals, Karen said, so Wendy and I seen her out at a few events, you know, we on the same board of things or whatever. But, you know, from what I've seen of her, I'm not impressed. I said, you smiled in this lady's face and then said in the confessionals that you are not impressed. I said, Karen, okay, girl. So, you know, Robyn finally shows up with Juan. They're late as usual, but she runs into Charisse. Okay, if you've been watching Real Housewives since the beginning, y'all know Sharice used to be one of the cast members on here, and she's no longer on the show, and she got into it with just about everybody. So I'm confused, and even Robyn was confused as to why she was at the 1 year anniversary for Candiace if she wasn't even at the wedding. How did she know Candiace? So as they going out to meet the public, the rest of the people that's there, Sharice's cousin gonna say to Monique, "Do we need boxing gloves or something like that?" She was like, "No, I'm good." And Monique walking away or whatever, because she tells us that Sharice has been spreading rumors and nasty rumors and stuff about Monique and her family. And my whole thing is, Sharice, you're not even on the show. What do you have to do with this? Why are you doing that? Okay, what is your purpose? You trying to get back on the show? It's not gonna happen. All right. And at this point, Robyn goes out there to Gizelle. Since they all was talking about Jamal, Robyn was like, "Well, where's Ray?" They was all like, "Where's Ray?" Okay, both of them like, "Where Ray at?" So as they go back in there doing a little toast or whatever, they get ready to do a toast, and Candiace was saying how, two of the most important women in her life are her mom and Karen. Sharice said, "When that happened?" One of them said that, and I even looked up too, like, wait a minute, when that happened? Okay. And she was like, "I want y'all to come up here and impart your words of wisdom, about marriage and stuff like that." Girl, giving them advice and all this stuff. Karen get up there talking about how, she been married for 23 years, and, her and Ray, they still working and trying to dust off their marriage and stuff like that. I said, if this was an anniversary party about Candiace, Karen kind of made it about herself. Then Mama Dorothy get up there, and they was like, first of all, they said, "She talking so much about Ray. Ray ain't even here." Okay. Dorothy get up there talking about some, "Chris, you a good guy. I'm glad that you can make love to my daughter." I said, "Hold up." And everybody was like, "She drunk." Okay, let that go. The whole room said, "Wait a minute. Wait a minute." Okay. But at that moment, everything was cool. Everybody was having a good time. And then you hear them echoing the whole fight between Candiace and Monique. And I said, "Oh, I just want to get to that episode. I really do." But as you can see, this is a longer review. Hopefully these reviews don't be this long. But you guys tell me how you felt. This was the first episode coming back after a long hiatus. You guys tell me how you felt about the first episode. What you're looking forward to in the season. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.